New York, unique New York, unique New York.
Ron, we're live.
Oh, we're live. Oh. Good evening, Meritage, and welcome to MTHR 85 News. I'm your anchorman, Ron Burgundy, and tonight I have news of a breaking story that everyone needs to stop what you're doing and pay attention to. I've just been handed a story that Meritage Homes has announced a first-of-its-kind major sales storm event that will sweep the country and take the country by storm this weekend for 3 days only. Friday, Saturday to Sunday, every Meritage sales counselor will be on site, leading their buyers through a home buying process to lock in some of the best inventory pricing that Meritage customers have ever seen. This is a storm of epic proportion, and everyone should tune in regularly for live updates here from MTHR 85 News. Moment by moment tracking of what's going on. It's important that you pay attention, get ready for this storm, brace yourself for impact. I guarantee this will be the biggest sales event of the year, only here to kick off the year at Meritage Homes. Tune in. More to come after this message. Now I'm ready. Here with us at our news desk is Raleigh Marketing Manager Shannon Robinson. Shannon, thank you for joining us today.
Thanks for having me, Ron. It's great to be here with MTHR 85 News.
Shannon, I understand you've lived through a flash sales event in the Raleigh market just a few months back, and you must have some strategy for storm preparedness to share. It is important, however, to point out that our current weather condition is leading up to an event of gargantuan proportions, and even you have not seen the likes of such a massive sales event. We are expecting a flood of QMI sales and lightning storms from all over our Meritage communities. Can you walk us through the marketing steps your team is taking to brace the Raleigh team in advance of this storm?
Thanks, Ron. Absolutely. We've got a flurry of activity heading our way all week. It's going to be raining e-blast and radio ads here in Raleigh. Get a wind of everything we have planned. On social media, we're counting down to the big event, and then we're going to keep the ads rolling through the height of the storm, hitting the airwaves on 3 different radio stations to get the word out. We're going to e-blast everyone we know and some that we don't know, just to keep them updated on the newest developments. We're going to reach out to realtors and prepare them for the storm of clients heading their way. Finally, when we reach the height of the storm, we're going to have human and balloon directionals guiding them on the way to the massive savings.
Wow, that is impressive marketing strategy. I know with this solid plan in place, the sales team will surely be equipped to handle the sales storm coming our way. Good luck going into the weekend. I love scotch. Scotchy, scotch, scotch. Here it goes down, down in my belly. We are sitting here with our senior market research analyst and Strops member, Blake Aiken. Blake, you're out there quite a bit, looking at competition and eyes on the ground for the Raleigh division. What can you tell us going into this weekend? How are we positioned with our inventory pricing to really tackle this sales storm we have coming our way?
Yeah, I think we're positioned really, really well against the Lennars, the Pulte's, the DR Hortons. I don't think they're going to see us coming. So, you know, our QMI pricing is going to be great, and I think we're just going to blow them out of the water.
Indeed, I think we are, and that's what we're hoping for sure. So, you know, you're always looking at darts, charts and data and CMAs and digging through. So looking from a charting perspective, you're saying that we really look like a strong advantage going into the weekend, so you expect lots of good sales to rain on us, right?
Oh yeah. You got your Lennars up here, and then, you know, we're usually up there competing with them, but this weekend we're going to be down here, so it's just a really great time for people to take advantage. And, you know, I'm getting ready for the storm, so I'm ready to go. You know, we're going to get rained on, we're going to make it rain, so I think this is going to be a great storm weekend.
Make it rain. Well, thank you so much for that feedback, Blake. It's always a great pleasure sitting with you. And
thanks for inviting me out.
Before we go, one last question.
Yes.
What is that cologne you're wearing?
It's called Musty Must. Yeah, so it really gets the salespeople like on their feet and on their toes and stuff.
Is that what
Keeps
it
them
does?
awake.
Yeah. I was honestly saying that it smells like pure gasoline.
Yes. So
thank you, Blake.
I could power a car. Thank you.
All right, so let's take it away to our forecaster, area sales manager Brian Walker, and take a look at the maps. Thank you, Ron. As Ron mentioned, I am Brian Walker, area sales manager here in the Raleigh area, and your forecaster this evening. Let's take a look at the maps. As Ron has already mentioned, we are expecting a major storm to sweep through the country and affect all Meritage communities around the nation here. So let's go to our map and take a look. As you'll notice, the gray areas are parts of the country where no activity, normal weather, other builders not going to see much activity. This really is focusing specifically on Meritage homes and our divisions across the country. Now, zooming in a little further, down in the Florida market, we are expecting some activity down there, but what you're going to find mostly in Florida, the sales agents trying to make it to their sales centers on time. So they're going to be really dealing with retirees plugging up traffic on the highways. So we're hoping they actually get to work on time there in Florida. And then over on the opposite coast around Tampa, the crocodile's kind of out of control there. So hopefully they can rein in some sales and take advantage of this national promotion that we have going on without these distractions getting too much in the way for them. And then focusing over in our Texas market, let's take a look at what's going on in Texas. And oh, wow, yeah, they do have their flash sale coming, but it looks like a cattle stampede is actually kind of distracting them right now. So, good luck over there in Texas. Bring those sales home and why don't you corral those cattle? And let's go up into the Denver area and see what's going on over in Colorado. And oh, wow, they're actually buried under snow in Colorado. All right, guys, you got to shovel your way out of that snow because you got to get those sales this weekend. You got to keep up now. So, all right, what about over in the West Coast and Southwest here? Looking at California. And California, oh, what's that? Oh, a sandstorm in California. Wow, California. Good luck over there, guys. You want to have a big event, but we got a sandstorm in the way. Don't lose sight of what we have going on this weekend. Now, what I really want to point out that you have to keep in mind, the area of activity that you really want to focus on is here in the southeast region. This really, the storm trajectory based on our radars is showing that the southeast really is where you're going to notice all of the activity. Sales storms, raining sales, lots of precipitation here in the southeast. I advise everyone to strongly pay attention to what the teams are going to be doing here in the southeast. You got a lot to live up to because we're going to really show you how we rain sales and bring a sales storm here in our region. Speaking of region, let's take a look at our region map now quickly. And here we are in the region, southeast, and lightning bolts all over the place. Lightning storms, those are sales that are showering our divisions here in the southeast. And, oh, what's this? Over in the Nashville area, it looks like Pete's team is expecting an accumulation of 9 net sales over there in Nashville. A lot of work to do there, Pete. We'll be tracking that for you. And, oh, down in Atlanta, Stella's team, Stella Zhevich, has a big goal, 18 net sales that we really have to capture there in the Atlanta market. And what we have next? Oh, going up here in Greenville, South Carolina, also expecting about 9 net sales to accumulate over the 3-day weekend that we have coming up with this sales storm. And up in Charlotte, North Carolina, Steve's team there, looking at 12 net sales. But really, what you need to focus on in addition to this is what the Raleigh team has brewing for their flash sales event this weekend. An accumulation of 19 net sales expected here out of the Raleigh market. A lot of work to do, a lot of activity going on already to prepare for this event. We have marketing efforts underway. We have salespeople in their sales centers right now on the phones, lining up appointments. We have a call-a-thon in progress at this moment. So let's talk about exactly what we're doing here in Raleigh to get ready for this sales event. So you'll notice a map of the Raleigh area. We have communities scattered around throughout the region here. Going over here on the west side, we have Jordan Manors, Arcadia, Deer Creek down in Apex, and 12 Oaks down here in Holly Springs, brand new community. Lots of activity. I've actually already received reports from my team in Ellis. Contract appointment on the books Friday morning there. Also, some activity in Deer Creek already. Confirmed contract appointments in Deer Creek going on. Stephanie Messino over here in McKenzie already has a pre-qualification letter from one of her buyers from MTH and working on 2 more deals currently. So she's very excited to take advantage of the great pricing we have for this sales storm that's taking hold this weekend. More to come as they're making those phone calls tonight on the call night. Our appointment track is just going to keep growing, and we're going to keep you updated. So make sure you tune in for updates here only at MTHR 85 News. Back to you, Ron.
What?
Thank you for tuning in to find out more about this breaking news story. That's all we have from the news desk here at MTHR 85 News this evening. You stay classy, Meritage.